What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Duke and Dutch Show. Today we are talking about South Park, specifically the humongous, meteoric rise of 1.8 million household views for the season 27 premiere that lambasted Trump. I know a lot of liberals were very happy and a lot of conservatives hated this episode. I thought we've given our take on this already. I think some of the jokes landed, some of them didn't, but whatever.
It was okay.
But I just wanted to bring this up because, obviously, I think Trump made a big mistake by responding to this episode, saying, oh, the South Park hasn't been relevant in 20 years, which obviously just isn't true. Obviously, Trump is, his ego's a little hurt. I get that. But,
It's similar to what we just talked about with Joey Swole. Why are we addressing it? Just let it go. Just ignore it.
Well, that's what Trump wants.
That's your better response.
Especially to come from the official White House,
Sir,
the official White House account talking about the TV show. It's like, just let it roll off your back, man. Let it go. The controversial first episode of the 27th season of South Park, Sermon on the Mount, which skewers President Donald Trump, generated 1.8 million viewings, U.S. households in the first 5 days since its July 23rd debut, according to new data from Summit TV. The episode gained national attention for depicting Trump as suing the town of South Park, resisting any attempts to implement anti-woke policies. And I thought, honestly, I think that was the best part of the episode. Because I think you should be able to lambast him for suing. And threatening anyone who isn't a supporter. Again, that's all right, fine, whatever. It also mocks corporate Paramount Global for the politics surrounding its merger with Skydance Media. Trump administration was not amused by the show, available on Comedy Central and Paramount Plus, as part of a reported $1.5 billion deal, 5-year distribution deal with the show creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone. This show hasn't been relevant in over 20 years and is hanging on by a thread with uninspired ideas in a desperate attempt for attention. White House spokesperson Taylor Rogers said in a statement, and this is the only reason I'm bringing this up, I just want to have the actual numbers. Samba, which tracks viewership through smart data and ranks streaming programs based on U.S. household reach, reported that less than half, 45% of households watched within the first 2 days of the premiere, with 55% of viewership occurring between July 25th, 2077, as the episode gained word-of-mouth buzz. Which, obviously, I think that's a big blunder by Trump. I don't think he should have ever acknowledged it, personally. But, Trump...
got more people to watch it.
Trump is a guy, he's got an ego. And
if anything, he helped their ratings out by after announcing that.
And like I said, I think some of the jokes were kind of lazy, and I think some of them were good. But it was a mixed bag for me. But I can see why people liked it, and I can see why liberals are going crazy about it. South Park, we're not here to talk about the past episode. We're here to talk about the next upcoming episode. South Park delays follow-up to explosive naked Trump episode. The follow-up to South Park's premiere, brutally mocking a naked Donald Trump, has been delayed. Season 27 of the long-running show premiered last Wednesday and featured extensive jokes about the president's teeny-tiny manhood, and even an AI-generated sequence that showed Trump fully nude. The president hit back last week, yada, yada, yada. We already talked about that. Now, this week, a teaser has been uploaded to the show's YouTube page, informing fans that there will be no new episode as of this week, anyway. Comedy Central will play an encore of the season premiere in its place, which obviously I think that's very odd. South Park is probably going to do a 6-episode season like they have done for the past, 5 or 6 seasons. They've done 6-episode seasons. So it is kind of weird to take a week off and want to break after you just premiered an episode, but if anybody can get away with doing something like that, it's South Park, so, why not? The Daily Beast has reached out to Comedy Central and Paramount for comment and did not receive any on-the-record response. A source close to the show indicated that the Week 2 hiatus was pre-planned, but that does not appear to have been communicated in any of the show's promotional materials. The 27th season itself was delayed 2 weeks due to issues surrounding the Paramount Skydance merger, which ended up getting approval from Trump's FCC the day after the premiere. Creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone signed a $1.5 billion streaming deal with Paramount just before the episode aired. So, listen, obviously South Park's going strong. I would have really loved if the episode came out today, but it's not going to, unfortunately.
Yeah, and the fact that he's again, he shouldn't have responded whatsoever, but the fact that he's saying that they're not that big of a show, it's just him, his ego getting hurt, and he's trying to
There's also the whole thing. You're going to be put in the cultural zeitgeist.
It's very relevant.
If South Park does an episode on you in some sort of way, then you have to be relevant. You're in the cultural zeitgeist. South Park is only really memeing on people who have relevancy.
Yeah,
That's
who
why
are in the news.
I know
Who
the
are
last time they
important.
did something, I always bring up the Prince Harry, Meghan Markle thing. I know they got very upset about it. They thought about suing South Park. But you let it roll off your back. It's like a form of flattery. You know what I mean? And you can't do anything about it anyway. Everyone tried to sue South Park. Nobody's been successful yet. So, well, we do have
Yeah, I
the
think
trailer
making
here.
too much issue out of nothing. As to a lot of this new age stuff, they just
Well,
make an issue out of nothing.
we do have the trailer here, and a lot of people are a little bit upset about this because they want South Park to poke fun at both sides. Obviously, that decision comes down to Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Whoever they want to poke fun at, they're going to poke fun at. And it seems like, even though they said in an interview that they're going to not be political anymore, it definitely seems like they are going to continue being political. But I do have a theory on that, but I'm going to hold that for a second or two.
Wednesday, August 6th.
You can just shut up, baby, because you hate America and you love abortion.
Nice. Obviously, they're memeing Charlie Kirk right here from Turning Point USA. Mr.
ICE agents. Yeah.
Mr. Mackey is now part of the ICE raids to remove illegals.
Epic season continues.
We want to honor
And
the president's courage.
they're obviously still making fun of Trump going out with Satan, and that's pretty much it.
New episode Wednesday, August.
So I've seen two camps of this. One, Charlie Kirk has responded to this in, I think, great fashion. I think the only fashion that you possibly can respond to this. He has made, this is now his profile picture of Cartman being Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
And I think,
please, South Park, make me a member of South Park. Have one of your characters depicting me. I would love that.
You're not
that would make my day.
I don't think we're. I don't think.
But I'm saying, like, that's to me again, like we talked about in the previous argument. Like, this is not an insult to me. This would be an honor to be featured in a show. Like,
well, I think Charlie Kirk is handling it. How else can you handle it? You know, you have to handle it this way. If South Park memes you, it's a great honor. Obviously, he's adapted his profile picture. And there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, this is pure cope." I don't think it is, and I'm not even the biggest Charlie Kirk fan. But it's like I just don't. This is the only really correct response to being memed by South Park. However, and then obviously people are making his face smaller, and people are like, "Oh, I'm rent free in their head," but they're making fun. Well, you can't do anything else but this. So that would be all you can do. However, I do have a theory about this, and my theory is actually because they said they're not going to get political anymore. Maybe that was a lie, and that could be. But I think this entire trailer might just be, I think it might be BS personally. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because it's like it's very rare for like a character, even like Trump, to show up in 2 episodes of South Park at the same time. I know they did that with Garrison in season 20, but I just can't see South Park doing this. And the only thing I can point to actually think that, one, they're taking a break that they did not announce to Paramount beforehand. So I'm thinking about that. And 2, this entire trailer that happened, let me skip ahead here. This entire trailer that happened here, which was depicting things that were going back on in April, or before that, they depict the plane crashes in America, the illegal immigration that's happening across Europe, and this scene, which is, the whole,
You've been taking ketamine?
you know,
Because I think it could really help you.
obviously they're trying to meme Elon Musk here. But Elon Musk was a lot more relevant in the cultural zeitgeist 2 months ago when he was working with Doge. So. Yeah.
All the whole airplane crashes that happened over and over again.
Yeah, and Diddy as well. Also, the whole thing with Diddy, obviously, that was a lot bigger of a thing, which now we know the results of that. He's in violations of the Mann Act and whatnot. But, and then there's just like random stuff, I guess, too.
I'm just gonna do some ketamine and fuck around with the government a little.
So, but South Park actually came out and they admitted, they're like, hey, listen, admit they completely lied to fans about season 27 in a major way, and their lie was the trailer.
None of that is actual.
The trailer that we showed you is not going to have anything to do with the episodes we're going to put out.
Which I love that. That's awesome.
Well, yeah, that's fine. Obviously, they can do that, but I'm wondering now, and that's just like it's just my theory. I'm like,
what are they going to do?
Yeah, I'm really wondering if that is now going to be what they're going to do with this episode, because it seems like they're saying, well, we're not going to go political, which that could have been a lie, but it seems like they're so on the nose, and it seems like conservatives are obviously upset, or some conservatives, I should say, that they went so hard after Trump. They don't think it's funny. They can't take the joke. They think some of the well, I think some of the jokes were weak, but I think some of them landed, like I said. But now they're going to go right back into doing this. And I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like South Park's style to me. So I'm wondering, and this is my hypothesis. I'm going to come out here and just flatly say it. I think that this is also a fake trailer. I could be wrong about that.
Misdirection. That's what they do.
But I'm just saying.
Honestly, that would be part of their MO. Like that would
It
fall
just
in line
seems
with how they usually are.
it just seems too on the nose to have all this stuff going on. But I could be completely wrong. And I'm willing. I'm fine if I am. But just from what they've said before, and
You better be ready to apologize if you're wrong.
I'm not going to. But you know, I don't think. Maybe I got to apologize to Matt and Trey if I am. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's real? You think it's fake?
Yeah, honestly, I definitely put some legs to your theory because South Park is known for misdirection.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be the first time that they've used it, and yeah, it'd be right down their alley.
I think the worst thing about it is it was like we have to wait a whole nother week for it to come out. So it's like that's
to find out.
That really stinks. It's like, come on, South Park. We haven't had any new episodes in like what, 2 years, and now you're just kind of dicking everybody around.
Teased you, teased you.
Really did, but I don't know. I'm gonna leave it there. Personally, I think it's misdirection.
Let us know what you think gonna be.
I think it's too on the nose, but
yeah. Let us know how you guys think the next episode's gonna go.
Yeah.
Misdirection, or is it actually gonna be what we saw?
Misdirection. Yep. Leave a like on the video. Comment down below. What do you think? Share it with your friends, your family, your enemies, your neighbors, your dog, cat, hamster. And we'll catch you in the next one.